Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for joining us for this very exciting announcement. I'm excited to be at the spot this afternoon with all of these amazing young adults, with some older adults as well, to announce a new $700,000 grant that will support young adults in our community who are at risk of being impacted by violence. This grant will allow the spot and its great partners to serve more than 100 additional young adults over the next 2.5 years. I'd like to thank the U.S. Department of Labor and FHI 360 for providing this funding. As mayor, I'm focused on making Louisville a safer city, a stronger city, and a healthier city for all of our residents. Our city can only meet its potential when every young person from every neighborhood and every background has access to equal economic opportunities and support systems. And that's what we're really all about building here, a better support system. These new funds will help more young adults get connected to a team of caring adults, as well as to key resources like stable housing, transportation, employment, career training, counseling, and so much more. No single organization or person working alone can solve the challenges of poverty and violence. It takes an entire system of partners, government, nonprofits, and private companies all working hand in hand to address the root causes of violence in our community and to offer young people more hope and opportunities. We have an incredible network of partners gathered here today. But before we hear from some of them, let's hear from a couple of the young adults who have been involved at the spot. So first, I'd like to introduce Rose Hamilton, director of the spot, to say a few words and introduce our young adult speakers. Rose?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rose Hamilton. I am the Young Adult Director here at the Spot for Goodwill Industries of Kentucky. I could tell you several amazing things about the young adults that we are honored to serve every day. But I feel like getting that information from me doesn't have the same effect as hearing it from our young adults. So today, I'm excited to have two of our very own young adults speak to each of you. First person that we will hear from is Jacoby Daughtery. He came to the spot simply looking for direction. While he has been here only for a couple of months, he has been very, very active and taken advantage of every opportunity that he's come his way. With no further ado, I'd like to welcome Jacoby to the podium.
How y'all doing this afternoon? Good. Okay. My name is Jacoby Daughtery. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Louisville. And first off, I want to say thank God for everybody in this building, real talk. Like the spot, they gave me an opportunity that like no other, is not like no other, honestly. And I'm going to start off by saying, my life really wasn't peaches and cream. My pops was in and out of prison growing up, and my mother had lost her life in a car accident when I was about 12. So it was really unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. You never know where you're gonna. It's a lot of ups and downs. And honestly, it gave me a look that you should love and cherish whatever moment you got and whatever you about to do, whatever you're doing. And fast forward around, I went to Western Kentucky for about a year, and when I came home when COVID hit, I was living with my nana. I ain't have no job, I ain't have no car, and my nana had told me, she said, hey, it's a program called The Spot, and I'm knowing everything, it went in one ear and out the other. So I said, okay, nana, I just went on by my day, and then a couple weeks later, it's a guy named Tiger. He contacted me, he said, The Spot has got a program. It's been laying heavy in my spirit. And he's God-orientated. So, it was really laying in the spirit. He's like, you should go check it out. So the next week, I went to check it out because that's 2 times that somebody told me. So I felt like I had to do it. And the next week I went to the spot, and when I came there, it was the best decision I ever made in my life, honestly, because everybody was so, loving, and they gave me structure, and they gave me they improved me into be a better and greater man, honestly. And honestly, if somebody say, what is the spot to you, I feel like it's a win-win situation. They give us financial help, which that I needed at the moment because I didn't have a job. And they give us housing, they give us cars if you work towards it. And I've been active ever since, and I feel like I will continue to be active in this, and it made me, who I am today. And I'm wearing a suit because of, the spot, because I had a job at the Omni, and the first day I got through the spot, and the first day I went there, I had urban clothes on, rips in my jeans, and they said, this is a 5-star hotel, and I was like, oh, okay, and that's all I needed to hear. So the next check, the next spot check, and the next Omni check, I went to buy a couple suits, and I felt like it made me, feel better about myself. It gave me that confidence, and it gave me that, everybody looked at me different, and I like that, honestly. I loved it. And I feel like it's just a win-win situation. So everybody out there that's 18 through 24, please come up here and get this opportunity, because you're going to win. It's no losing unless you, lack on yourself, but it's no losing. Thank y'all.
As I started out saying, I could tell you many things about what we do here, but there's no one that can tell their story, their journey, any better than the young adults that we are able to work with every day. A lot of them will come in and say, thank you for what you do. I always have to look to them and say, no, thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. Next, we're going to hear from Cashmon Usher. Cashmon has been very active since the early beginnings of the spot. She is consistently setting high expectations, not just for herself, but anyone that she comes in contact with. That means staff, that means students. She sets the bar high every day. If we had a picture, because we really push for family. We are a family here every day. And if you ever seen Cash's picture, it would say big sister. She is a big sister to every young adult that walks through the door. Cash.
Hello. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm a little close, ain't I? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Cashmon Usher. I'm 23 years old. I was born in Illinois and raised in Kentucky. I joined the spot while I was 22 years old. I was adopted by 2 wonderful parents. Even though I always had food, clothes, shelter, we were still considered poor. Around the time I was 17, I basically moved out, starting my independent journey. Although I didn't have to, a mother's love is bigger than no other's. My mom said I could always come home. I just chose not to. I was looking for something. I started staying with a friend until I found my own place, which soon became unlivable, so I felt like I was back to square one. I moved out and I started staying with a friend again and couch surfing, and mentally I was broken. At that point I was tired and fed up, tired of starting over, tired of not getting it right, tired of asking for help from people that are really in no position to even help me. Big shout out to Chris Forehand and Jacob Rice for introducing me to the Spots program. I can honestly say that I wouldn't be who I am today without the Spot and all the help and support. In many aspects, the Spot has impacted my life very well. I've graduated from soft skills, good start, rise, customer service, professional development, thinking for good, anger management, paid internships, credit class, applied digital skills. Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on, wait. I'm also a part of Generation Works and Youth Council. Hold on, wait, y'all, wait. I've come a long way. Hold on, wait. I've also earned a certification for life insurance. I'm an agent, an independent agent, y'all. Now y'all can clap. I'm done. Now y'all can clap. Thank y'all for that. I really do appreciate it. Next, I wanna thank Ricky Calloway. He's one of my career coaches. He's helped me navigate what I want to do in life. He could also be like an uncle. Just like everyone else here at the spot, he's seen and helped me grow. He tells me all the time, don't worry, be patient, take my time, and not right now, certain things can wait. He also checks up on me periodically. Here at the spot, we are one family. Phoebe introduced me to Rick. I want to thank her as well. And she's there anytime I'm in need. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Allen, Alejandra, Miss Kim, Evelyn, Rose, the Ignite team, personally, Gary, Brandy, Melvin, Miss Kim, Michelle, Nikki, and all others here at the spot. They have all played a role in my life's progress. Thank you all. Today, like I said earlier, we are one big happy family here at the spot. So I have a gift. Mr. Mayor Greenberg, here at the spot, we want to present you with this shirt to let you know you are now welcome to the Spot's family.
Thank you so much, Cash. I will wear that with pride. Thank you, Jacoby. Thank you, Rose. As you were just talking about, Cash, the Spot really is one big family. And the family starts with some of the partners and the people behind the various partners. It's primarily a partnership between Louisville Metro Government, Goodwill Industries of Kentucky, and Kentuckiana Works. And so next, I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of Kentuckiana Works, Michael Gritton, to share a little bit more about what they're doing. Michael?
Hello, everybody. Michael Gritton with Kentuckiana Works. I just want to mention a couple of quick things because a lot of people don't really know who we are or what we do. We're something called a Workforce Development Board. The federal government invests in workforce programs, partly through our board of directors. And the mayor may not know this, but for 25 years, Kentuckiana Works has funded and overseen the biggest program in Louisville that serves young adults like you all. It used to be called the LION program, Louisville Youth Opportunity Network. There's some folks in the room who worked on the LION program all those years ago, right? Then we called it the U Center, Youth Opportunities Unlimited. Then we called it Kentucky Youth Career Center. It's had different names, and now it's called the Spot. But we have been doing that for 25 years, and we love, love, love this work, particularly when you hear from people like Jacoby and Cash. It makes all the bureaucratic work really possible and worth doing, right? But the other thing I want you to know is, Mr. Mayor, the grant we announced today is the 14th funding stream that we are blending here to make the work seem awesome to the young people. Right? So we don't tell them about grants, we don't tell them about all the budgets we have to put together, but that's the 14th funding stream. Federal government, grants, city money, way more than we used to get, which we're really grateful for and we really appreciate that. But I also want to give a shout out to our partners at Goodwill. 2 years ago, when my board of directors, we put this work out for bid every 5 years. And when the board looked and saw the proposal from Goodwill, they decided it was time to make a change and to ask someone else to step up and do this work. And what's really awesome about this is we, Kentuckiana Works, are bringing about $2.5 million into the running of the Spot. But our friends at Goodwill are bringing another $1.7 million, and some of that's grant money that they've gotten, but some of it is Goodwill money that they're putting in because they believe so much in you all. That is a really awesome thing that we really appreciate. So this is a partnership more than just a contractor relationship. And my board of directors has been crystal clear. We don't care who gets the credit. We don't care who brings the money as long as we're helping more people tell stories like the ones that you heard from Jacoby and Cash. So we believe in you all. We really appreciate the leadership from Mayor Greenberg, and we really appreciate our partnership with Goodwill. So with that, I'm going to step down. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. And speaking of the amazing Goodwill Industries that you see all over town doing really important work throughout our community, and we're really excited about the new Goodwill campus that's coming to West Louisville. That's going to be an amazing step forward for all of West Louisville. But here today to talk about their involvement in the Sharp is the President and CEO of Goodwill Industries of Kentucky, Rena Sharp. Rena?
Good afternoon, everyone. I also have a very loud voice, so I'm sorry if I'm projecting too much. The spot is often referred to as a safe space. The term safe space generally means a place or environment in which a person or category of people can feel confident that they will not be exposed to discrimination, criticism, harassment, or any other sort of emotional or physical harm. This doesn't happen by accident. So I want to use my time, most of my time, to recognize the unsung heroes that are truly the reason our young adults not only come here for class, but they even come here on their days off when they don't have class. It's our staff. Most of them are here today. It's the career coaches and they're leaders of the spot every day, meeting our students where they are without judgment. They cry with them, they celebrate with them, and they're there for them when they need a positive role model to tell them that they are worth it. Their work is not easy. They go from the excitement of a student getting a credential or from getting that internship that they've been trying to get for weeks to giving support to the other staff members and the other students and grieving when they lose one to gun violence or suicide. So today, I want you to know them and know that they are the real secret to our success. When I call your name, our staff at Goodwill, I know I'm going off script, but I'm going to do it anyway. Sorry, Michael. Please step forward. If you're sitting, stand. If you're standing, step forward, raise your hand, make sure everybody sees you. First, our director, Rose Hamilton. Jacob Martin. Alejandra Saavedra. Jacob Rice. Janiqua Taylor. Ricky Calloway. Melvin Robards. Brandy Burson. Gary Shork. Sam Lee. Nicole McGill. Tom Saylor. Milan Podaway. Sammy Byron. Tahisha Harrod. Phoebe Embry. Alan Watts. Ariel Parsons. Destiny Wheatley. Leslie Vinzor. Nadia Tate. Nikki Breed. Renee Walters. Anita Whalen. Chris Forehand. Dusty Lay. Catherine Grisato. Marcus Biggs. Megan Klein. Michelle Purvis. Shavonda Logan. Tristan Sin. Yoruba Mason. Sherry Wade. Brittany Johannes. And Chris White. Please, everybody, give them a round of applause. That was most of my speech. But I will close by saying that Goodwill and Kentuckiana Works are dreaming big when it comes to changing the lives of our young people in Louisville for the better. While this space has provided us a home for some time, we are quickly outgrowing it. So we are actively seeking funding for a new location where we can expand our programming and serve even more. We envision a building large enough for on-site partners and emergency housing for the dislocated youth that we encounter on a regular basis. We have all heard the recent statistics that Louisville is at the top of the list for young adult violence and dislocated youth. But I believe that it's time that we stop quoting statistics and saying our young adults are a priority to taking a bold step forward together as a city and a community and putting forth the resources needed to leave no doubt that our young people are a priority. Thank you.
All right, Cash, perfect fit. How's it look? There we go. Thank you so much, Rena. That was great to recognize everyone involved. Really appreciate that. Very meaningful. And thank you for everything Goodwill is doing here at the Spot and throughout our city. One of the amazing things happening at the Spot, and with this grant in particular, is the comprehensive network of organizations and people that it's bringing together. We have partnerships in the justice system, in violence prevention, in career training, and in employment, as you can tell, all of whom are with us here today. So next, I'd like to invite one of those partners, the Director of Louisville's Metro Department of Corrections, Jerry Collins, to share a few words. Director Collins?
Good afternoon, everyone. I was excited to come over today, but I know, Cash, you went through a whole list of things you've been through, but I don't know if motivational speaker was on there, but you should add that. I want to thank you and Jacoby. We have a little bit of synergy. We have a long history with Goodwill and Kentucky and It Works now. We have a little bit of synergy going on. About 3 months ago, something that's never been done. We really wanted we looked at the problem with violence and crime on young adults, and we really wanted to reach out and start some programming for those folks from 18 to 24 years old. We started that, and we have folks that graduate in 3 phases. We have the first phase graduated, but what we didn't have an end game was, what are we going to do? Often too many times when we have these programs, when they get out of jail, we just hand them back off to the streets, and it's not really successful. Now, I was approached about 3 months into that by Kentucky and It Works, and it was perfect timing. So now we'll be able to give all these skills and opportunities from 18 to 24-year-olds and hand them right off to the Spot and be able to continue that and give opportunity. Often, too many times, folks are stuck. Young folks come in the system and they can't get out of the system. And this is such a great opportunity for Louisville to really get ahead of this problem and get folks back out, give them opportunity, give them education, give them job opportunities, give them some place to live. So we're really excited to partner again with Kentucky and It Works and Goodwill. And thank you, Mayor Greenberg, for supporting this. And thanks all the young folks that's in this program.
Thank you, Director Collins. From Louisville Metro government, we have several initiatives that are working in partnership with the Spot. One of which is the Group Violence Intervention Program. Some folks from LMPD and that are involved in GVI are here with us today as well. Thank you all for your participation in this, but in everything that you all do for our city, working to improve public safety and ensure that everyone is safe, regardless in what neighborhood that they live. And also, the Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods is very involved in this program and others that are working to support young adults around our community, to give them access to resources, to people, to mentors, to services that they need to have more hope and opportunity. And today with us, on behalf of the Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods, we have Nanette Dix with us today. So Nanette, would you like to join us for a few words?
First, I want to thank Jacoby and Cash for their wonderful presentations and just showing how far you came. It means a lot. As a child, most of us have experienced some type of trauma in the form of stressful events, directly or indirectly. Remember how you felt in your body when that event occurred, and now imagine if you had to feel this every day and well into adulthood. These are the effects of adverse experiences that we call ACEs. If you experience 4 or more ACEs, you have a higher risk of negative outcomes and a shorter lifespan. In Kentucky, 40% of adults have reported experiencing at least 2 ACEs. 11% have experienced 5 or more. Studies show long-term effects of childhood adversities can carry well into childhood, especially in the workplace. These effects manifest in absenteeism, poor health, burnout, turnover, and counterproductive work behavior. The Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhood, OCEAN, has partnered with Kentucky and It Works to work directly with individuals who have experienced ACEs. By integrating mental health professionals, and I see some out throughout the building here today, and providing direct oversight of their program to include violence prevention and cognitive restructuring curriculum at the spot to support and help participants reduce and manage their stress. As a result of these efforts, we hope to observe a more positive behavioral change and reduction of stress within the workplace. Additionally, Ocean partners with Kentuckiana Works as a violence prevention partner on this grant, mainly working on referrals and co-case management of youth and young adults who experience further barriers such as interpersonal and community violence. Understanding your ACE history can help you heal and break the cycle of generational trauma. I thank you.
Thank you very much. In addition to the partners that you've heard from today, the other partners involved with the spot include the Louisville Urban League, JCTC, we're in their building today, Joyfields Institute, Build Ed, and GlowTech. So thank you very much for all of your participation as well, and to everyone and their organization who is helping to make this happen. I'd also like to thank the Louisville Metro Council for their support of the spot and their continued support as well of this program. The violence that we have seen in our city is heartbreaking and unacceptable. We must do everything possible as a community to work together on solutions, to support our youth, our young adults, so that every child in our city has hope and opportunity. That takes resources, that takes mentors, that takes programs. The Spot is one of the impactful programs that we have in our city today that is addressing this head on. There are many others as well. We as a community need to continue to invest in programs like the Spot so that every young adult has hope and opportunity regardless of the circumstances of life that they were born into or that they grew up in. No one is born wanting to commit a violent act. And so we as a community have an obligation to assure that for those young adults that have had challenges in their life, again, through no fault of their own, that we provide them with support, with resources to give them more hope and opportunity. And so I'm so grateful to what the Spot is doing towards that end. So in conclusion, if you or anyone you know is 18 to 24 years old and you think they could benefit from the programs that the Spot has to offer, please reach out to them today and ask them to contact the Spot. They can call 502-574-4115, or they can go online and visit thespotky.org. The doors are open. I know that all of the partners involved in the Spot would love to have even more participants to continuing to support young people across our city.